Okay, I would like to call the Lysander Town Board meeting to order, November 17th. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Supervisor Wicks is not here tonight, so I will be chairing this meeting as the Deputy Supervisor, so I'd like to get started. Can I have a motion to adopt the minutes of November 3rd's meeting?
I'll move it. I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed or? Okay, can I get a motion? We're going to have a public hearing tonight. Let me say this about this public hearing before it's even open it. I'm going to ask if there are any negative comments because I think this board is going to do the right thing. I can almost tell you that. So, but can I get a motion to open the public hearing for no parking signs on Hayes Road?
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So for those who would like to speak against the no parking signs, we'd like to hear from you. And if there's someone who really wants to say what we should be doing tonight in terms of being in favor, we'll hear from you tonight. But it may even begin to snow, so let's get out of here quickly. So, but with that, anybody that would like to speak, the microphone's yours. Not seeing anybody wishing to speak for or against, we know where most of the folks in this room are for this, and so can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll move it. I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay. And we'll go to the next part of the agenda, which is citizens' comments, and anybody in the room that would like to come up and say something. Mr. Birch.
Thank you. Fred Birch, 865 Plainville Road. A couple things I want to touch on. First of all, very appreciative that we have a forum where we can come out and talk and address our elected officials. I think that's fantastic. I have some issues with the way it's set up because if I make a comment to you and then you listen to me and then my 5 minutes is up and then I sit back down and then you make a comment, I gotta wait 2 weeks to come back and readdress that. And I would almost be in favor of splitting the 5 minutes into two periods, 2.5 minutes and then 2.5 minutes at the end so that we can, I might even forget 2 weeks from now what I wanted to address. But thank you anyways, appreciate the time. The first thing I wanted to address is I want to say thank you to Rick and Kyle and Michael and Matthew and Morgan and Brian, who are all state troopers located here in the barracks in Lysander, whom I've all personally met out at my property this summer and fall, and who all have seen my presentation on my property that I gave the board here, including the whiteboard. 2 of them thankfully cut me off and said, I saw it on TV, you don't have to show it to me again, so appreciate that. They've all been out there in the last week, 4 or 5 days in a row. And I mean, some of them are just fantastic. They might sit for an hour and 15 to 20 people their tickets in an hour. They're just gung-ho and they're good at it. And they wouldn't be there, given the wet weather that we've had, if they wouldn't be sitting there and doing that public safety detail for our little hamlet of Lysander if I hadn't put that pad in where they sit. Because if that wasn't there, they'd be in mud and they wouldn't sit there and do it. So I'm thankful for our highway superintendent who helped me out, and thankful that they're out there using it, and appreciate their work. Bill Wolf appreciates it. Chris Porter appreciates it. Don Vanderwater appreciates it. Diane and Don Van Patten appreciate it. Dallas and Nancy Sumner appreciate it. And I know I'm leaving a few of the neighbors out, but they all appreciate it. And so thank you for that. And the last thing I wanted to pick up on, I realize it's not the proper time. How many minutes do I have left?
A minute and a half.
Okay. I want to readdress this the next time I come back out 2 weeks from now, but I'll hit on it right now a little bit. You know, when I was younger growing up, I was the youngest of 11 kids. And I knew that my parents loved us all because they yelled at us. Something parents don't do a lot these days, but if they yell, that means they care. So if I come off where I'm yelling at the board or it seems like I'm chastising or something, take it to heart. I care about the town. I want better for our town. 2 weeks from now, I want to come up and I want to address our parks. And I think parks, to me, nobody ever explained it, but it's a gathering point of environment and people from the community. We have trees there that are natural to our area. We have features there that are natural to our area. When I drive past our Lysander Park and I see the little rocks that have been placed there for the barrier, it bothers the hell out of me. It's so unsightly for our community. That's natural for Jamesville. That's natural for Camillus, where they have a quarry. For our community, it sticks out like a sore thumb. I don't blame anybody on the board or administration. I blame myself because I wasn't here at the meeting where you all passed that. What we needed there is something that's natural. It's called fieldstone. About the size of a washing machine. It looks natural to our area. And one thing it would do is provide dual purpose. I'm walking through that park and I'm tired. I want a bench to lean on. That's a bench. Try to sit down on these little things that we got there. Heck, I can drive my sister's Toyota Prius over a couple of them. So, in my opinion, they're not doing their protective service. They don't look like they belong there. And they don't serve any other second purpose. Another last note before I leave. The maintenance is drastically increased. As a landscaper, and I put in a tree or a feature, I always look at the guy that's coming behind me, the guy that's got a mower, take care of that property. We've increased the maintenance on that property by hours. Takes a separate small mower to get between those rocks and the fence. And each one of those little rocks has got to be weed whacked around. We're adding hours. We could have done it better and it could have looked nicer and we could have protected more. I'll give you some ideas in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I appreciate your time, thank
Thanks,
you.
Fred. Is there anybody else that would like to say something? Okay, we will close the citizen comment portion of the meeting, and the next item on the agenda are town board comments. We'll start with you, Mr. Rowe.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. Just wanted to remind everybody, Saturday is the opening of the southern zone for deer hunting, big game. So don't be surprised to hear shots in the woods, and for the next 5 or 6 weeks, because they'll probably have the extra week of muzzleloader and Christmas to New Year's again this year. There'll be hunters in the woods, especially this weekend. The other thing I'd like to address is Rob Helford gave a presentation at the work session about suicide prevention, and hopefully the town board addresses that at our next meeting and funding for it. That's all. Thank you.
I just want to thank everyone for coming out. It's nice to see you guys. Hopefully you keep on coming after tonight. So maybe we can put it off a while, and we love seeing your faces. But all serious, thanks for coming out. Appreciate everything that you guys do and help we're making the decision. So I'm good.
Great, thank you. Mr. Moore.
Yeah, I would also like to thank everyone for coming out. Thank you for watching on PAC. Looks like winter's upon us, so I'm one of those crazy people who enjoys watching the snow fall out of the sky, even in April. So, but I know there are some who don't. So, stay warm, drive slow, be safe, and enjoy our season.
Great. And the only comment I have is I hope I don't make too many mistakes chairing this meeting tonight. Other than that, we'll keep going here. So, department head reports. Mr. Merrill, Parks Department.
We have chess tactics. It's a 1 day, 9 to a half day, Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. So stuff there for some kids to advance their chess skills.
What's the age on that?
It's kindergarten through 12, but it should be kids that have played chess before. It's not beginner chess.
And is there a fee or is it
$15 per kid.
per kid? Okay, and it's a one day program.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anything else?
Sure.
Mr. Revesing? And our town clerk.
I'm all set this evening,
You're
thank you.
set.
Oh, the highway supervisor couldn't be here tonight, said we're all ready for winter, plows are all set. I'm sure Pete's got his shovel out just in case.
That's right. I'd like to shovel my own driveway.
Oh, and get your extra dough permits. I'm surprised you
Oh,
didn't
that's
mention
right.
that.
That's right.
There's a
With
few
that-
areas left.
We will move on to regular agenda items. Can I get a motion to approve the installation of no parking signs on Hayes Road in the town of Lysander?
I'll move that.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? I know you, no, you've already had the comment, the public comment period.
And this is for all of Hayes Road, not all, both sides,
Yeah.
all of Hayes Road.
Thank you.
Yeah, we,
Subject to,
Subject to the county telling us where to place the signs.
Thank you.
So we blanketed so that way we didn't have to redo it.
Can you rewrite the motion to say that?
It says it right there, no parking signs on Hayes
It
Road.
just says no parking. Can it say like on the whole road on both sides?
we don't have to do that. I mean, the understanding is we got permission to, with this resolution, we can put the no parking signs on both sides of the road. And the only limitation is, Mr. Revizino, our town attorney, is as long as Onondaga County says you can put it there and not here. I mean, we heard you, we didn't want to limit it to a certain, this area here, we said Hayes Road. So we've got a blanket okay to do this if we pass this resolution tonight. And I feel confident that you'll get what you all want. And we'll work together on that. I mean, the highway superintendent and the community will work together in terms of where the best place is for those signs. So with that, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? That resolution has passed. All right, can I get, the next one, can I get a resolution to authorize the deputy town supervisor to sign a contract with Motion Landscape LLC in the amount of $9,600 for snow removal at New York State Trooper Barracks located at 3071 Bellevue Road, 331 Baldwinsville.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Any discussion on that?
Was that the only bid?
That was the only bid.
Yes, we're lucky to get that one,
Right.
especially with the
Absolutely.
snow coming in, so.
We're lucky to approve, hopefully approve it tonight.
So with that, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion is passed. Item C, can I get a motion to approve a budget transfer from the town clerk's other account, I'm not gonna read all those numbers, to attend the town clerk schools in the amount of $195.24.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
Do you want me to just explain that a little bit?
You go to this every year, right? This
Well,
is-
it's a regional this year,
Okay.
and I don't usually go to the regional, but this one, the New York State Comptroller is gonna be there, so I think it's gonna be a good one, so
Absolutely.
I had to transfer some money over.
Yeah, the money is already in place in other accounts in her budget. Okay,
Thank you.
hearing no other discussion items, can I get a vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? That motion is passed. Item D, can I get a motion to accept the resignation of Matthew Fisher, security, effective November 25, 2022?
If we don't move it, he can't
Nope,
quit.
table.
I'll move it begrudgingly.
I'll second it.
Any discussion on that item?
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, you've done a great job. Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
Thank you.
You can feel free to come, as you can see, there's open seats. You know our meeting times.
All those in favor of this motion?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, that motion has been approved. There will be no executive session tonight, and I am going to adjourn this meeting as of 7:15.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion, I need a motion. See, the Pete's kicking me on the.
You almost made it.
Almost made it. I need a motion to adjourn tonight's
I'll move
meeting.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
And we'll leave it at that.
Have a good Thanksgiving.